Something just shifted in the P-pop world, and fans are still trying to process it. On the same day, within minutes of each other, BINI and SB19 posted almost identical messages on social media. No explanation. No official statement. Just a shared photo and a caption clearly designed to make everyone ask the exact same question. Is this really happening? Welcome back to Stage Wire. Today we're breaking down the BINI x SB19 tease that's currently taking over P-pop timelines, why the timing is far from random, and what it could mean for the biggest week of the year for Filipino music. Let's get into it. It started on August 8th. BINI posted a photo of the two groups together with a caption hinting that something was on the frequency, telling fans to stay tuned. Almost simultaneously, SB19 shared their own photo with a simple, playful reaction hinting at a possible crossover. Neither group confirmed a song. Neither group confirmed a project. But the internet didn't need confirmation to explode. Here's what we actually know. The two groups linked up in Rohnert Park, California, while SB19 was in the area for their own US fan meet appearances. During that time together, members from both camps filmed content built around their own hit songs, SB19's Lawless and BINI's Step Back, while also just hanging out on camera. BINI's Khaled described it as nothing new behind the scenes, since P-pop groups have always been closer than public narratives suggest, and Stell of SB19 echoed that sentiment, saying he was simply happy the two camps were finally showing it publicly. Gwen went a step further, directly pushing back on the idea that BINI and SB19 fans are locked in some kind of rivalry, insisting both sides genuinely support each other. So no, this isn't a manufactured fan service moment. It's two groups who already get along, deciding it's time to let everyone see it. But here's where it gets interesting. This didn't happen in a random week. It happened days before both groups head to Japan for Summer Sonic, marking the festival's 25th anniversary and one of the biggest stages either group has stood on this year. Summer Sonic 2026 runs from August 14th to 16th, split between Osaka and the Tokyo area. And this is the detail most casual fans are missing. On August 14th, in Osaka, SB19 performs on the massive stage while BINI performs on the mountain stage. The same day, the same city, different stages. SB19 then moves on to a Tokyo area set on August 15th, while BINI closes things out with a second Tokyo area performance on August 16th. That overlap on day one isn't a coincidence worth ignoring. It's the backdrop that makes an August 8th crossover tease land so much harder. Think about what both groups have been building toward. BINI made history earlier this year as the first Filipino girl group to perform at Coachella, and followed that up by receiving the Global Force Award at the Billboard Women in Music ceremony in Los Angeles, an honor that's only gone to one other Filipino artist before them. They also landed a song, A Parallel World, on the soundtrack for DreamWorks Animation's Forgotten Island, putting BINI's name in front of an entirely different global audience. SB19, meanwhile, just became the first Southeast Asian act to perform at Lollapalooza in Chicago, delivering a headline-making set that included the live debut of their new single Lawless, released through Sony Music days later. Both groups are actively expanding into rooms P-pop has never been in before. Summer Sonic isn't a detour from that momentum. It's the next stop on it. That's what makes this specific moment matter. Japan is one of the largest music markets on the planet, and Summer Sonic doesn't hand out festival slots as a courtesy. This year's lineup includes The Strokes, David Byrne, Adu, Le Sserafim, and Blackpink's Jennie. Being placed on that bill twice is already a statement. Showing up together right before it, on camera, smiling, collaborating, sends a second one. Because here's the thing about how new audiences discover music. A festival goer in Osaka who's never heard of P-pop might stumble onto SB19's set first, or BINI's, purely by chance. But if that same person has already seen a clip of the two groups joking around together online, the introduction changes completely. It's no longer, here's one Filipino group. It becomes, here's a whole scene worth paying attention to. That's a much stronger pitch, and it's one neither group could make entirely on their own. Fans, understandably, reacted immediately. Comment sections under both posts filled up fast, split between excitement and disbelief. with plenty of fans from each fandom saying this was overdue. For years, online discourse between the two fanbases has occasionally leaned competitive, with think pieces and hot takes framing BINI and SB19 as rivals for the Face of P-pop title. Moments like this one quietly dismantle that framing. When two of the genre's biggest acts publicly show support for each other days before representing their country on the same international stage, there isn't really a winner to declare. P-pop itself is the one gaining ground. Now, let's be careful about what this actually confirms, because speculation is already running ahead of the facts. As of right now, there is no announced joint single, no confirmed duet, no official collaborative project beyond the behind-the-scenes content already filmed. What we have is a tease, a shared trip, some playful captions, and a lot of goodwill on camera. Whether that turns into an actual joint release, a surprise stage moment at Summer Sonic itself, or simply stays a fun one-off memory is genuinely unknown. Anyone telling you a song is confirmed is getting ahead of the story. But even without a confirmed release, the significance doesn't disappear. For years, the conversation around P-pop's global rise has focused on individual breakthroughs, one group's Coachella set, another's festival debut, treated almost like isolated wins. What's happening this month looks different. BINI and BINI's team openly supporting SB19, and SB19 doing the same in return, right before both walk onto one of Asia's biggest festival stages, starts to look less like separate success stories and more like a genre building an actual ecosystem. That's the same pattern that turned K-pop from a handful of breakout acts into a global industry. Different groups, different sounds, different entry points, all funneling new listeners toward the same overall scene. So maybe the real story here isn't whether BINI and SB19 drop a song together. Maybe it's that two of the biggest names in P-pop just showed the world they don't need to compete to both win. And if Summer Sonic goes the way both camps are hoping, this could be remembered as the week P-pop stopped introducing itself one group at a time. If you're a Bloom or an Otten, we want to hear from you. Would you want an official BINI x SB19 collaboration? Or are you happy with things staying exactly as friendly and unofficial as they are right now? Drop your take in the comments. And if you want to stay ahead of every twist in P-pop's biggest global moments this year, make sure you're subscribed here on StageWire with notifications turned on, because with Summer Sonic just days away, this story is far from finished.